I think you're a great role model, by the way, for younger
you.
girls.
Thank
and
you
the way
very
you're
much.
not afraid to put your thoughts out there. You Twitter, your Instagram, you say things like
I'm very
straight from the
vocal.
heart.
I'm very vocal, that's for sure. I don't hold it in. Thank you, though.
So where do you get that courage from to you know, a lot of people don't dare to say things when they're, you know.
Well, I mean, you get a lot of kickback from things you say. I mean, I say one thing and, you know, millions of people hate it and millions of people love it, but it's you see the haters more than you see the people who actually enjoyed it. So I don't know. I mean, I grew up in a family of 4 older brothers. I grew up with a single mom. My mom's a cancer survivor. We're Southern. Like, we come from very strong backgrounds. We're very boisterous. We're very loud. We're very big personalities. So I grew up in a family, you know, where I was allowed to vocalize my feelings from the time I was a kid. And so I never really grew up with anyone telling me I can't become what I want to become, or I can't be who I want to be. That was a social construct that I realized when I became more of an adult, when society started pushing down on me more, and that's when I started to realize the confines that women are kind of placed in. And so I, you know, had this big voice from the time I was a kid, and I just didn't have anyone telling me not to use it. And then when people did start to tell me not to use it, that's when I was like, whoa, like, how dare you? And then I started speaking out against it.
But when you put on a tweet or whatever, millions of people are reading it, and you're saying that sometimes you get negative reactions. How do you deal with those negative reactions? Have you built up kind of this like thicker skin?
I mean, the way I look at it is like maybe 1 out of the 5 million responses you might get would actually say that to you in person. The thing is, like, when you hide behind a keyboard, it's very easy to say what you think you believe in. And there's a lot of bigoted misogynists out there who like to put women in their place and tell you how to live your life and who to be. And, you know, everyone has their own opinion. Everyone can be who they want to be. But, you know, you don't have to do it in anger. You don't have to do it in spite. So if you have an opinion, talk to me about it. I'd love to debate it. But just don't be rude. That's all.
So fame, I think there's a lot of like misconception about fame and being famous. What do you, I've been asking a lot of actors about this. What do you think is the biggest misconception about
well, I think a lot of people would say the biggest misconception is the glitz of it all and how fun it really is. But I'm not gonna lie, like, there are amazing perks to being, you know, a celebrity. There's a lot of perks to it, I'll admit that. But at the same time, I don't think people stop to realize the amount of effort and hard work that it takes to kind of maintain and to be at the top of your game, actually as a worker, not as a celebrity. Because for me, I put countless amounts of hours into my job every day. When I'm on set, I mean, I go to bed early, I prep, you know, the week before for the next week's scenes. I'm always constantly trying to be up to date with my emotions and exploration of that, and trying to stay on my toes. But really what it is this kind of strange social awareness that you kind of have to have as an actor now, that came naturally to me. But what I find interesting is that there's almost a forced social awareness now onto celebrities, that if they don't speak out about certain things, that they're almost not relevant, which I find makes a lot of people say a lot of things that they don't really believe in, and do a lot of things that are not realistic and not relevant. So I think there's a very strange thing happening with a lot of celebrities right now, where they feel this need to be very socially aware, but they don't believe anything that they're saying, which is new.
Yeah, they have to have an opinion about everything.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm an
and
actor,
it's okay not to have an opinion sometimes.
Yeah.
And if you do have an opinion, don't steal someone else's opinion. Really formulate your own and educate yourself on whatever you're speaking on. And don't speak on something that you haven't educated yourself about, because then it just sounds silly.